Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, Anita Finley.
Okay, we've got Christmas, we've got New Year's, but the most important event for us is the 17th BOOMER EXPO happening Tuesday, January 24th. And my name is Dan VERITY. I'm the administrator at Boomer Times and Senior Life.
And I'm LEONI KENDALL, marketing director and expo manager.
Yes, you are. And Leonie's the most important person in the room right now because we are going to tell you all about the Boomer Expo and all the exciting things that are going to be taking place. The vendors, we've got our vendors are lining up now, and we're getting everything put together. The most important thing that we do right now is not only are we putting the January issue together, but we're also working on getting the Boomer Expo up and running, and it will be held at the Seminole Casino in Coconut Creek. Free admission, free parking, and our sponsor this year is Clear Captions. Clear Captions. What is Clear Captions, Leonie? They are a captioned telephone company, and they are sponsoring the event this year. We also have coming back again is John Allen, who is the famous James Bond impersonator.
Oh, he is amazing.
Wasn't he great last time?
And you know what I love about him? All the women swoon.
Yeah.
He goes up to them and says, "I want to bond with you." And he's performed all over. I mean, he's been in Las Vegas, and he's probably one of the most popular 007s. And he loves coming to our expo. The women love having him there, and we're so thrilled to have him. You know, and we're also thrilled to be at Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Great location, easy parking, and our event is inside the pavilion. And I have to tell you, this is not like any expo I've ever been to. This is an extravaganza.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. You know, I had a lot of theater background and performing, but to me, this is a spectacular event from the moment you walk in and you look and you see the phenomenal decorations, and everything is decorated red, white, blue, because as most of you know, we are honoring the veterans.
Right.
And this is a very important part of our expo, and it's so heartwarming. And even all our exhibitors will have flags at their booths. But it's not just for the veterans, but we are honoring. We'll have a color guard that comes in. We have a fabulous band, which is Mixed Company, and it's with Bev Pester and Jim Hardiman. And they do music, and they play music for every branch of service.
They are amazing. I tell you, they're real true professionals at all the patriotic music. They play the hymns of the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marines.
And
right?
the
They know
Coast
them all.
Guard.
And the Coast Guard. Oh my gosh, cannot forget the Coast Guard.
You don't forget the Coast Guard.
No.
And the most touching, poignant is watching the faces of the veterans.
Yeah.
And when we do the Pledge of Allegiance and sing the national anthem, everyone is crying.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is so touching and so patriotic that it always brings a tear to my eye, without a doubt. Just saying the Pledge of Allegiance and then playing the national anthem, and it's just something. Everything stops at that moment, and it's just everything is focused on honoring the country, honoring the veterans, and of course, Bev Pester is just incredible. I mean, she's just a fantastic musician.
And Jim has an incredible voice. And this year we have Monarch High School from Coconut Creek, their junior ROTC, who will be presenting the colors. And it is I always get so excited, Dan, because even though this is going to be my 17th Expo,
but who's counting?
Who's counting? And I was there from Anita and I, of course, in the planning stages of our very first, and to see how it has progressed into this magnificent, fun-filled day. And from the moment you walk in, as I mentioned before, you come in and there's the decorations alone are
the
amazing. Balloons and colors and the booths, how they're decorated. Every exhibitor outdoes themselves.
Yeah, they really do. They do an amazing job. What a lot of folks don't realize is they get there early wee hours of the morning, and they start putting everything together. And my gosh, by the time we open those doors at 10 o'clock, it really shows.
It hums.
Yeah, it really does. This is a truly professional event. And I like the pavilion because they've had this stage where all the prizes are given away, and that's where the band is, and the MC, of course, is Anita Finley. James Bond gets up there and helps out, and there's always something going on.
And the greatest thing of the event for our attendees, we're giving away 50 premium prizes.
Right.
And we call our prize area Prize Central.
Yeah.
And which is fantastic. And we give away different color tickets for each of the drawings. Mm-hmm. So we have a red ticket for red drawing, which is at 11:30, and you have gift cards and tickets to theater, and you also have cruise for two that we give away, and then we have a blue drawing at 1 o'clock. Same thing, and we give away a high definition flat screen TV along with 11 other fabulous prizes. At 2 o'clock, our green ticket drawing, and then another cruise for two. And then at 3 o'clock, we have our last drawing, 12 fabulous prizes, and another cruise. So, I mean, between the cruises for two and fantastic tickets, gift cards to Macy's and Bloomingdale's and all these wonderful stores, and the excitement of getting your tickets and the drum and the calling, and it is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. And this excitement happens throughout the entire expo, which goes from 10 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, you know, we've got to tell you, in the December issue of Boomer Times and Senior Life, and, of course, coming up in the January issue, which we're working on now, you'll find the veterans, you'll find, I call it a coupon for lack of any other better word, but you'll find the coupon there for veterans to RSVP and pre-register. Now, I always get asked every year, several times, does everybody need to register for this event? The answer is no. This is free. It's open to the public. You do not need to let us know ahead of time that you're coming, except for the veterans.
And tell them why.
Okay, here's why. Because in the January issue of Boomer Times, all those names that we collect, all the men and women who sign up ahead of time, will get their names published in the January issue of Boomer Times, along with the branch of service, in honor to them. And we will also be having an honor board at the expo with those names up there as well, with their names alphabetized along with their branch of service.
I have to say something.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, when the veterans see the honor board at the expo, they have so much pride.
Yeah.
They look, I see them pointing, I see them showing it to some of their family members.
Right.
So if you would like to have your name listed and posted at our expo on the honor board, please send in your coupon, register for the event so we can honor you.
Yeah. Get them in now. And there's a couple ways you can do it. Of course, you can clip out that coupon and send it to me at the office. I'm the one that opens the envelopes, and I keep track of all of this. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you don't have to address it to me, but if you address it to, you know, just Boomer Times, the address is there on the coupon itself, 1515 North Federal Highway, Suite 300, Boca Raton, Florida, 33432. You can fill out that coupon and fax it to us to 561-864-1102. You can email it to me, dansrlife@gmail.com, or you can just give me a call at 561-864-1101. I'm in the office all the time. It feels like anyway.
We chain Dan to the office.
Yeah, right. Except when I'm on doing radio shows.
Right. And the veteran ceremony, which I didn't mention, is at 11 o'clock.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the dot.
Good point. Yes.
But you need to register by 10 o'clock if you're physically, registering at the door.
At the door.
So
right. And that's something that we should tell people, too, that you can register at the day of the event as a veteran. Of course, you won't be on the honor board, or you won't have your name published in the January issue of Boomer Times. But my gosh, by all means, you can certainly come that day. And if you get there before 11 o'clock, of course, you'll be able to witness and partake in the Veterans Salute Ceremony. Also, you can go to www.boomerexpofl, that's FL, which is short for Florida.com, boomerexpofl.com. There is, I have a way that you can sign up online, and that will automatically get emailed to me so that I can keep track of everybody's entries. And another advantage of registering as a veteran, and this is whether you pre-register or not, at 1 p.m., what's happening at 1 p.m.?
1 p.m.
Something involving cash.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
And it's lots of cash.
All right.
That's
what we like to hear.
Now, I just want you to realize everybody's going to have an opportunity to win 50 premium prizes. Veterans.
Everybody.
And every boomer and senior. It's not just for veterans. This whole event is for boomers and seniors in South Florida, and we're honoring the veterans. But there is a special drawing just for the veterans at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We are going to take the registration forms, just the veterans forms, and do a drawing, and we're giving away 4 $250 cash prizes.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! $1,000 in cash. So $250 will go to 4 lucky veterans.
And they're always appreciative to get that cash. Gosh.
My goodness. I remember one year I had this very lovely man call me the day before. And he says, I don't know. I want to come. And, am I too late? And I said, you're never too late. Mm-hmm. He said, I was in Vietnam. I said, I don't care where you were. Yeah. We honor you. And would you believe he entered, he came, and he won the $250 cash prize.
Nice.
And he was crying.
Yeah.
And he was so, he says, I can't believe I won. I can't believe I won. These are the things that make our expo so special.
Right. We want to do this. This is something that we look forward to twice a year, right? We do this January and in July. And we always look forward to especially giving away the prizes. That's the most fun.
The prizes are thrilling.
Yeah.
So thrilling. And people can't believe that they're getting such incredible prizes. I mean, cruises for 2, flat screen TV, gift cards, theater tickets. I mean, and the list goes on, and it's amazing. But what makes it even more exciting, it's the whole picture. It's the whole stage. It's all the ingredients.
Right.
And the excitement of the exhibitors.
Yeah.
Now, I have to tell you, you can go by each exhibitor. Usually they give away candy.
Gosh.
Oh, my goodness. And they're giving away, little, gifts from each vendor that we have.
Right.
And we have vendors, exhibitors that have been with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
And they keep on coming back. And they'll call me and they say, Leonie, I don't care when you're doing it. I will not miss your show.
Yeah.
And it is the biggest highlight of their year.
Right.
And I love when you said, you're talking about Christmas coming, you're talking about New Year's coming. Well, this is a phenomenal way to start the new year,
Right.
have something so exciting. There is something for everyone at the Boomer Expo.
There is. And, there's a lot of really important vendors. I know Regents Park of Boca Raton, our buddy Leslie Curtis will be there once again, and we're very much looking forward to having her. Arthur Oken from Save On Global Medications will be there.
John Album with the
John
Album Group.
Album, yeah.
I mean, United American, Medicare supplement plans. But we also have Bathcrest. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see their display is magnificent.
To think that they go from one show to the other with that incredible display and watching them set it up. I mean, they have it down to a science. They get to work, they set up their spot, and then all of a sudden you see like 50 people with drills and saws and all kinds of stuff buzzing along, and then before you know it, you blink your eyes and they have this gorgeous display set up.
Well, it's magnificent. It's
It
not
is,
just
yeah.
walk-in tubs. They have everything. You could remodel a bathroom all in one day.
That's incredible.
It is incredible, and it's an amazing company, and we're thrilled to have them. And there's just such a varied group. Everything from entertainment to healthcare to house. Oh, we have an addition, which is statewide windows and doors. And
Okay.
Anybody who's interested in Impact Windows and Doors, they will be there.
Everybody in South Florida should be interested in Impact Windows and Doors.
And it's not, you know what? I really credit me installing Impact Windows and Doors with not having a hurricane that affected.
Right.
Unfortunately, I did it after Wilma.
We all learned lessons from Wilma.
Yes. But there has been no damage since.
Good.
When they say, you bring an umbrella, it won't rain?
Right.
So I put the whole house, and I did the impact, and I am thrilled.
Good. Well, that's the reason we haven't had any serious weather-related problems because Leone put in impact-resistant windows and doors.
You can thank me. Definitely. That's what did it. And again, I want to thank our platinum sponsor, Clear Captions. Really stop by their booth. They have the caption telephone service for the hearing impaired. There'll be a big ad in our January issue, and it's amazing how that can change someone's life.
Yeah, I can see how it would. And in fact, they even have these models on display at their booth, and
Right.
you will actually be able to interact. You'll be able to use these phones and see how they work, get to feel comfortable with them. But I could really see how this can be really important for people that are seeing impaired, hearing impaired, because you have this large screen, or your whole conversation comes up in text. It's just amazing. It amazes me.
And they're almost to the point where it's very close to real time.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And what I learned when we were having them on the radio is that they can also have a script. You can also have a script of a conversation. So you're able to read it or hold on to it or visualize it. Because even when you're seeing it, sometimes you can't remember everything.
Right.
So there's just so many advances.
So what you're saying is the phone remembers?
I'm not the technical person,
Okay.
but what you should do is stop at Clear Captions.
There you go.
Let them tell you, because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Right.
And I just know they're a fantastic company, and we're very proud to have them as our platinum sponsor.
We are.
And we have, of course, Broward Health, Imperial Point, excellent healthcare system. We have Discover Vacations, and they're the ones that give us these fabulous cruises, that are 4 days, 3 nights to the Bahamas, and you have a chance to win one of these cruises with your tickets. We hope you are a happy winner. Let's see who else.
I just made myself a note that I have to get together the list of all the books that we've reviewed since, let me guess now, June, I think it is. And we will be having our book fair booth at the Boomer Expo also, where you'll be able to take a look at these books that we've reviewed over these past several months. And it's a great way to get some great ideas from really decent reading from local authors that we just love to give them this opportunity to display the books that we have enjoyed reading over this past year.
We've been so fortunate to have these phenomenal books and have the book reviews and have them on the radio. And it's a great way to share such wonderful information. And how many times you write a book and nobody even knows it exists.
Yeah.
And it sits in the closet.
Right. But we help them.
We help them.
Anita writes amazing reviews, and we get the folks on the radio, and we talk about it, and it doesn't end there. We very often we put the book review in that month's issue, but then of course we have the book review book fair booth at the Boomer Expo, and again that's the 17th. 17. I can't believe it.
I can't believe
it. It's the 17th Boomer Expo, and that's being held on Tuesday, January 24th, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That is taking place at the Seminole Casino in Coconut Creek. Very easy to find if you're driving. Again, if you have any questions for information, directions to pre-register as a veteran, go to boomerexpofl.com. Call me in the office at 561-864-1101. You can email me. Remember, folks, this is Pencil Talk Radio, so we want you to write all this down. dansrlife@gmail.com. And, of course, we'll always have that coupon available in the January issue of Boomer Times so that you can fill that out and get that to me any way you can. You can drop it off. Love to say hello. You can drop it off at our office in Boca Raton. You can fax it to me. You can scan it and email it to me. Or the easiest is just give me a call at 561-864-1101. And, and I also want to say that we have a few exhibitor spaces available. So
Absolutely.
It's good if you're listening and you have a business or you have something, a charity event or something that you hold near and dear that you want to share with a great audience of boomers and seniors. So tell me more about that, Leonie.
Well, you have the opportunity to get in front of several thousand boomers and seniors in one day.
It's a great audience.
It's a great audience.
Mm-hmm.
And where else are you going to have that opportunity? Not only are you going to be in front of this great audience, but you also have great networking. If you are
That's a good point.
Networking with the finest exhibitors in South Florida, you never know where connections come from, where business comes from. But this is the hottest. You could put ads in, which we, have in our magazine, which is fabulous. But when you also have an exhibit booth and you're in front of people, great things happen.
Right.
What I suggest for people to do is we also have a video of the expo.
Oh, yes.
Which is fantastic. And Anita Finley, who is the founder and publisher, everybody knows this, she's also the grand marshal of the event, and she does what doesn't this fabulous woman do?
I know.
I just look at her in awe, and there's a video of her talking about the expo, and it gives you a little flavor of the event, and which is fantastic. So I think, and also, which is great, and which Dan did, was put directions.
Yes.
You gave directions from every location, whether you're taking I-95, or you're taking the Sawgrass, and I think you even did the Turnpike.
The Turnpike, and I also did it so that whether you're coming from the north or the south, you'll be able to find it.
It's easy breezy.
It's very easy to find, very easy to find. And the parking, the facility itself is fantastic. The parking is very easy, and it's very easy to get around. I usually have volunteers up by the front entrances and the elevators, so that if you do park in the garage and you take that elevator down at the casino, There will be volunteers there that will tell you exactly, they'll take you in the right direction so that you know exactly where the pavilion is, and so that you get to enjoy the expo.
And they have fabulous restaurants.
Yes.
You can,
wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the name of that restaurant that we've been to a couple times?
Oh, my goodness. The food was so good. I could hardly believe it.
Yeah. Fantastic. It was a
And
buffet.
It was a buffet, and it's
Really good
amazing. And there's a great deli there, and then there's a great hamburger place. So, I mean, food galore, entertainment galore, fantastic. I'm going to go over some of the exhibitors. I'm not going to, forgive me if I don't list everybody, but we have Duncan Theater, which is probably one of the finest theaters, and it's from Palm Beach State College in Lake Worth. They do wonderful productions. We have, let's see who else, Lifeback Enterprises. They have a wonderful back support, and I've had people who had purchased their back support and said it was amazing.
I've heard that too.
So they will be there. We have Medical Center Affiliates, MCA. They are medical centers, and they're in throughout Broward and Palm Beach County, and they're outstanding services. You could see what they do in the December issue of Boomer Times. They're there. They'll be there. You can ask questions. We have also Marketplace, jewelry, clothing, all kinds of
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could talk for another show.
I know.
And I think our time is up. Boomer Expo, 17th Boomer Expo, Tuesday, January 24th. Hope to see you all there.
Yes, I'll be there.
I'll be there.